Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well and you had a good week. My week's been not bad actually. I was at the chiropractor on, I think it was Tuesday, either Monday or Tuesday, can't remember. I think it was Monday. Yes, it was Monday. And everything is good. I have a month's reprieve, which is really good. So happy with that. And then yesterday I went and met a friend for lunch and we did some shopping and some catching up, and it was just really nice to spend time with her. Hadn't seen her for about a month or so, so it was really nice to kind of get that, get time with her again, which was lovely. So thoroughly enjoyed that. Reading wise, it's been quite a good week. I have had a good week, which is good. Some of the books I can't talk to you about because they are review books for kind of next month, and I need to do the videos for those. So, but you'll get to them, at some point. So what did I finish? I finished The Neighbour Favour by by Christina Forrest. I will be speaking more about that at the middle of this month because myself and Amanda are going to do a live show about that, so I will definitely talk to you about that. I also finished Coming Home to the Highlands by Lisa Hobman. Again, that's up for me as a review book, so I will be doing a video about that very shortly, so you'll know all about that. But I really enjoyed it. So what have I been reading? I read on my Kindle Finding Our Forever by Brenda Novak. This was a Harlequin that happened to be available. Really enjoyed this. I gave this 4 out of 5. So we meet Cora, who was adopted, and she loves her adoptive parents, absolutely adores them, and loves her brother, etc. But always feels that there's something missing. And she's an art teacher, and she lives in LA, and she's been subbing at this school for quite a while, or for a couple of years, but she wants a more permanent position. So she applies for this job at a school for for teenage boys who have like behavioural issues, who basically don't do well in mainstream education. And this is it's not like I wouldn't say it was a dude ranch, but it is like a ranch, but they do like normal curricular activities, but they do a lot of different things as well. They have like horses to look after, etc. So she applies for this post and she gets it, and she's really pleased that she's got it, but she's also apprehensive. And the reason being is that the lady that runs the school is actually Cora's birth mother, but she hasn't told her birth mother that yet. She also has not told her adoptive parents that she has found her birth mother. And she is interviewed by Aya's adopted son Eli, and Aya has she has adopted other boys as well, and it kind of makes Cora wonder, well, what was wrong with me? Why did you give me away, etc. So we sort of see Cora go to the school and settle in, and she starts making friends. She makes friends with the English teacher, which is really good, and they become really close. But she also becomes close with Eli, and Eli's like, I can't love anyone. I don't have that capacity. He has had a horrific, early childhood, which you hear about in the book. I'm not made that way. I can't, So they agree to kind of like, shall we say, a no strings relationship, and that works for a wee while. But then obviously feelings start to become involved. But there's also this added pressure for Cora, like, you don't know who I am. My birth mother doesn't know why I'm here. And the deeper they get into this relationship, the more worried in many ways Cora is, because she's like, what's going to happen? Why did my birth mother give me up? And eventually she has to tell Eli, and he's not bothered. He's actually really delighted. And he says, you've got to tell her. And she's like, I can't tell her. And he goes, yeah, you can. She'll be fine with it. And it's the story of, also what happens at that point, and what happens with Cora and Eli, and how also Cora makes friends within the town and with some of the other boys that Aya has adopted and everything. It was beautifully written. This was my first Brenda Novak, and I have no idea why, because she's now an author that I am going to definitely be reading more of. I will obviously have to look for her backlist, etc., and I'm sure there are tons. In fact, anybody, if you have any suggestions of which Brenda Novak book I should read next, try and get it, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to know, because I really would like to read more of her work. So yeah, so I've read that, and then on my Kindle I decided I wanted to have an audiobook. I was in the mood for just lying in bed at night and somebody reading me a story. So I've picked up The Lighthouse in the Lake by Elizabeth Bromke. This is the second book in this series of the 4 Hannigan sisters, and I am really, really enjoying it. I'm probably about a third of the way through it, but I look forward to reading it listening to it every night when I go to bed. So really enjoying that. And then I have also my physical book. I've picked up Home Sweet Christmas by Susan Mallery. This is to do with Wishing Tree, the town of Wishing Tree. I am thoroughly enjoying it. I'm on page 207. So yeah, so I should get this finished this weekend. So that's kind of what I've been reading this week. It's the same. It probably seems like a slow week because I'm only talking about sort of 1 book finished and 2 that I'm in the process of. But as I say, I have these other books that I have finished that I don't really want to. I want to do individual reviews for. So yeah, so that's kind of been my reading week. Various other things have been happening this week. Some positive. So I've got some positive, but at the moment I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to jinx it. It'll be later on. I'm gonna. What's that? What's a bird? Sorry, I was just looking outside and it's quite foggy at the moment with us, and I was looking at this object in the sky and I thought, is that a plane? Because it looks awfully low, but no, it was a seagull. How can I confuse an aeroplane with a seagull? Never mind. So yes, there's some. I've got hopefully, fingers crossed, if it all works out. I have a fun trip planned in June with my parents, but that's all I'm saying until everything is like, yes, definitely this is happening. So that's something very much to look forward to, and I'm kind of starting to plan things for it already. Weekend plans, well, we've got European Challenge Cup and European Champions Cup rugby this weekend. So we've got Edinburgh playing tonight and we've got Glasgow playing tomorrow. So fingers crossed both teams win. That would be really, really good for Scottish rugby. If we get on to the next stages, it'd be really good. Apart from that, what else am I going to do this weekend? I've got exciting stuff like laundry to do. We've done some laundry. We decided today that we needed to do a family wash, so we've done a couple of 2 loads of family wash. We've still got some more. I think we've got 2 more loads to do, but we'll do them tomorrow, which is fine. And apart from that, what else am I going to do this weekend? Really don't have very much planned. I've got some videos that I need to. Excuse me a minute. Oh, excuse me. I've got a couple of videos that I need to record and edit and get up. One of them is my Book and a Bake episode. I also have my March wrap up to do. I got another one. I've got a couple of I think I've got 1 review or 2 review ones to get done. So I'll try and get them done. Filmed this weekend, and then I can just schedule them to go up when I need them or want them to go up, so that'll be fine. But yeah, that's kind of it for this video, friends. I seem to be getting, I don't know, it seems to be that I'm sort of hitting about the 9.5-10 minute mark. I think because as I say, I haven't got a lot of books to talk about, but hopefully next week, once I've finished these 2 and then whatever else I pick up, I will have more books to chat to you about next week. It's just, as I say, with all these kind of review books that I would like to do like individual videos for. That we'll do that. Actually, that's a point. Do you prefer having it like me doing, shall we say, books for things like NetGalley and for publishers, etc.? Do you prefer them as individual, reviews for each separate book, or would you be quite happy if I put them into my weekend, my weekend reading plans and weekly wrap up videos? I would, which would you prefer? I would love to know. And then I can kind of work from there. But mind you, I guess kind of publishers, etc., might prefer just having to have the individual ones, but we'll see. Anyway, I am wittering. I am seriously wittering. Oh, what else have I done? I have done. I've had to buy an SD card for my Kindle Fire tablet. I got a little message today going, "You're running low on storage." I'm like, alrighty ho. So I've bought myself a new SD card for that, because I got one of these emails. How you sign up for authors like newsletters, and I got one today, and it was like 800 free books, and I'm like, what? So I kind of went on. I shouldn't have, guys. There were like cozy mysteries, there was like romantic suspense, there was chick lit, there was everything. So yeah, I've got some more books. I really shouldn't, because what did I do this year? I got rid of books because I wasn't going to read them, and now I'm getting more. It's like, come on. So from now on, unless it's something I totally seriously want, or I'm like, it really grabs me there and then, and think, I'll read that within the next wee while, I'm not buying. I need to stop getting like these freebie books, because it's like, when do I going to get a chance to read these? I've been going on about, I want to read from a backlist for my Kindle. I think this month I've managed a short trilogy, plus my Brenda Novak. So that's classed as 2 books, or I suppose I could class it as 5 books, which would be great. That's great, fabulous. But I need to keep doing that. So yeah, there is that slight dilemma. What about you? Do you have this problem as well? I would love to know. Do you kind of, when you get these newsletters, I've got a free book going, and various other friends have got a free book going, do you fall down that rabbit hole? I would love to know. Let me know down in the comments, because I have, and if I put the brakes on now, I'll be fine. If I don't put the brakes on, then yeah, okay, fine. But no, I definitely need, and it's like, I know that there's one physical book that's come out in the last couple of days, and I haven't got it yet, and I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna bite the bullet and get it. But I am working my way through my physical books, as you can see, with my reading stuff that I got at Christmas, etc. So yeah, I should be. I would like that I start the new year again, and like start next year with an empty shelf that I've just got the books that I have got for Christmas, read. Having said that, I fell heir this week to a whole series, or virtually I think a whole series. An elderly neighbour has moved to a care home, and Mum and Dad now, she has this massive library, guys. I'm not joking, she had this massive library, and we were told, just go and help yourselves. So I got myself some Angela Thurkel. I'd started off in the series and I just hadn't continued on. So I have those, but I'm not counting those as kind of my physical ones yet that I have to read. I'm just like, they're there, I can dip in and out of them. They're not ones that I really need to read these now. So that's been lovely to get. So that was just, it's a nice way for us to, we're obviously going to keep going to see her, etc. But it's just something nice that we have. That her dad's got some books, Mum's got some books, so that was really, really lovely. So, but apart from that, I am wittering, trying and eke this out to a reasonable length. But please let me know down in the comments, what have you got planned for this weekend? What are you reading this weekend? What have you been reading this week? I would love to know. Can you believe that tomorrow's the 1st of April? It's like, where is time going? I jokingly said to the friend that I was meeting yesterday, she sort of said to me, "You started your Christmas shopping?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "So have I." And I was like, that in like 5 months' time, the shops will start having their Christmas stuff in already. And it's like, we haven't even reached summer yet. So just thought I'd let you know. I can hear folks shouting going, "Don't you mention Christmas! Don't mention Christmas yet! We haven't had summer." Anyway, on that note, friends, whatever you do, have a really good week, have a great weekend, but stay safe and happy reading. Bye!